This video has been reposted due to the original having glitches. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel and another camp. I am headed out for a 3-night camp out at Shenandoah River State Park, which is west of the DC metropolitan area. And guys, it is going to be frigid temperatures. We're talking about low 20s, mid 30s during the day. But I think I'm prepared. I think I am prepared. I have a fantastic tent. It's a new tent, and I actually have a smaller version of it that I camped in. I think it was last Christmas Eve, Christmas. I think I camped in it around that time. But yeah, I have the bigger version. It's an 8 to 10 person tent, and I cannot wait to see how this tent performs. It has the built-in duct ports that you can, put the hose through. So, yay! Get to see how that works. But let me tell you, the old saying goes that it's better to have than not need, than to need and not have. I think I got that covered. I have 3 heating sources because you just never know. You just never know. So, I have brought out the diesel heater. I have a wood burning stove that I want to test out and just see how I do with that. And I bought my big buddy heater just as a backup because again, you never know. So I'm not playing. I'm not playing when it comes to this cold weather. So stick around and let's see how this camp goes. right, guys, we are here at camp and I'm gonna go ahead and get set up, but let me show you guys the view. I am back at my campsite that I was at last winter camp when I did it with my camp buddies. So I am back at this beautiful campsite. And it leads to a big old open field. And there's a trail that goes all the way around. The river is over this way, but look at the mountains. Look how beautiful that is. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, so let's go ahead and get camp set up. It's about 1:30, so plenty of daylight. It's not too cold. I think I can get set up just with this on. It is a little windy, but I should be okay. today. Today is Friday, November 6th, I believe. Where's Friday? Whatever Friday is. Pretty quiet. I like it like that. It's a really nice park. I love this park. It's one of the few campgrounds that remains operational with all amenities, as you know, to include water and electric throughout the year. So if you guys want to get out and camp, a lot of the campgrounds are closed for the winter, and you're in the immediate DC metropolitan area, or if you don't mind driving, this is one of the many campgrounds that you can find that is still operational. And if you are in the Richmond, Virginia area or closer, Pocahontas State Park is another one. So as far as the temperature today, it feels pretty good. I mean, I'm not cold. I'm walking past the river. So peaceful. It feels good. Again, as far as the weather, I'm sure it's in the 30s, but it feels good. I'm not cold at all. I do have my heated vest on. I haven't even turned it on. Turn it on so I don't get cold. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. So I slept good last night, but for the last couple of nights, even before coming out to camp, I may be sleeping wrong because my neck is stiff and my head has been hurting for about 2 days now. So I woke up with a throbbing headache. And I did have something with me, some Excedrin for migraines. That took it away, but the stiffness in my neck made it feel like it was still kind of lingering. But I feel good. I just don't feel well. And then I got up, cooked some breakfast, laid around for a bit after that, and then went and took a shower. And the shower was nice and hot. I did bring my own shower with me, but I just figured, why bother when I can just drive? And actually, it was just a quick little 1-minute walk. I just didn't want to walk in the cold, so I drove over and took a shower. It was pretty nice. All right, so we made it to this little bridge. That's a little creek. This actually is a very nice trail. And here's another big open field. I feel like my sinus is opening up. And so let's talk about the heating source. So last night I ran the fireplace for a bit and the diesel heater. It did pretty good. Not too bad. I had to turn it up, I think, to maybe like 6 to really get it, you know, heated up in the tent. The tent is pretty big, so it takes a lot to heat it up. Oh, this is nice. It's a nice part of the river. Show you guys. So I had to crank the diesel heater up, and there was some cold spots in the tent. It really was. It was like cold pockets. I don't know. I got to figure out how to distribute the heat so that it's hitting the entire tent. But the fireplace, oh my God. Initially, when I got it going, I wasn't out a fan. There was a lot of smoke that ended up coming up in the tent. And mind you, I've burnt the oils out of it. I did a pre-burn quite a few times at home and got the oils burned off of it. So I'm not sure if it was the wood pellets that I'm using, because that's what I started out with, was some wood pellets. So I'm not sure if it was that was causing a lot of smoke. Anyways, it ended up working itself out today. Today I started using the hardwood, and that burns fantastic. It burns really hot. The tent has been getting up to like 85 degrees. The fireplace heats up the tent way better than the diesel heater. But of course, I'm not going to be running the fireplace at night, getting up every hour and a half, 2 hours to stroke it. Is that the term? I think. I don't know. Anyway, stoke the fire. Stoke. Not stroke it. Ooh. But yeah. So it heats up very fast and very hot. So I do like it. I like it. I wish that it would just burn for hours at a time. I'm sure there's a technique to that. So I just have to YouTube it and figure out some of the tips and tricks of how to keep it going. But anyways, yeah, so I do love the stove. I think I am going to invest in a actual wood pellet stove. I really like that concept. Oh, this is such a lovely walk. Oh, look at that oak tree. You guys can't see, but it's a really nice oak tree over here. Oh, all up in there. Wow. This is a really nice trail. This is the trail that we should have taken last winter. When I tell you, we was on the side of a mountain leaning. I was so scared, but we made it through that little hike. But this is the one that we should have taken. It is all flat. And what is that right there? Is that poop? Okay, I'm about to turn around. Is that bear poop? What is that? Oh, that is a lot of poop. Is that bear poop? Oh, that is some freaking hefty duty poop. Holy crap. Is that, I'm assuming it's bear poop. It could be anybody's poop. Okay, I'm gonna turn around. I didn't even bring my bear spray. Are bears hibernating right about now? I hope so. Huh. I didn't bring anything with me. I just started walking. River access. Oh, here's a really good view of the mountains. So let me turn you guys around. Okay, so I suppose this goes all the way around to here and then you go back. Should I walk it? Huh. Here's another access to the river. And I love that they put these little benches out here so you can just come and sit and chill. Oh, there's some stairs. Oh, let's go take the stairs. Huh, let's go take those stairs down. That is what they meant by river access. Okay. So make sure it's safe to go down. Okay, yeah, we're good. We, meaning me. And the water is very clear. This tree is huge. Oh my God, look how huge that is. Wow. But look at the roots. Look at the base of it. Somebody's running. All right, so I'm gonna head back the way that I came. I'm not gonna walk all the way around. Actually, I can cut through here. I'll cut through here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, this kind of looking good because I can't sleep another night outside. I swear. I'm gonna try to make my way up there and see if I can just call it a night right there. Super. Damn. Good morning, guys. It's the last day of camp, and I'm really just going to take full advantage of this day. Try to get some things that I'm not using put away, get a little bit organized in my car, and just get back and relax until it's time to go in the morning. It's a pretty quiet night, and that's typically camp. Yeah, I'm just gonna get back and relax. I'm gonna probably get up and go take a shower, come back and cook some breakfast. out my little shower system and took a shower, and it was lovely because I didn't have to come back out in the cold to come back to the tent. So I enjoyed that shower. I love that shower. And then the fact that I preheated the water by putting the pump hose back into the water and let it recirculate, that made it so much better. Because I think the first time that I ever used it out at camp, I just turned it on, and then there was like this, you know, initial cold water that came out, and yeah. But yeah, just recirculating it and letting it heat up for a few made all the world difference. So really love that shower system and the little bathtub. I love that. I'm gonna get me I think I'm gonna get another one. I seen another one design that I want to get. Yeah, so I am just gonna go ahead and continue to, you know, tidy up, get things put away, sit outside a bit, and enjoy the rest of my camp. So I'll see you guys later on out at the fire pit or just cruising around the campground. All right, guys, I have pretty much somewhat cleaned off my wood burning stove, so that is about to get packed away. I am out now. I'm gonna fire up the fire pit and burn up the remaining wood and the wood pellets. But one of the things that I wanted to show you guys that was sent over to me by a brand, and you have seen me use this in earlier clips, this is the VASG blower. Now, I have another blower that I have used in previous camps, and I really like it, but I think this might replace it. I like this, and one of the things that I really like about it is that it is so lightweight, and it comes with 3 batteries. There's a battery already in here. Comes with 3 21-volt batteries, and let me show you how light it is, and this is the reason why I like it. With the battery in here, I can hold this with my pinky. That is how light it is. It does come with some additional accessories. It comes with an extension, like a regular leaf blower. You can blow anything. It is very strong. So let me, you can hear that. Very good at blowing off stuff. I've blown off snow off my car. I've blown rocks off of my tent floor when I first got here and started setting up. I have blown a little bit of everything with this. And it's just one of those things that's part of my gear, a blower, because you can use it for anything. So if you guys need a blower, I do recommend the VASG. I recommend just having a blower in your gear, period. But definitely the VASG. This is going to replace my current one because it comes with 3 batteries. It is rechargeable, it's portable, it's lightweight, and I will leave the link in the description. So head on over to Amazon if you guys are interested in including one of these in your gear. All right, so let me get back to getting this started and eating and finish relaxing before I really hit the ground running, getting everything packed up and ready to head out of here tomorrow. All right, guys, right quick, taking a break from sitting outside at the fire pit, but I had to come in here because we got to pay some more sponsors. So what you see behind me is a portable propane heater that was sent over to me by Hot Devil to test out. Now, I've tested out another one of their products, a propane stove that I've taken out with me many camps. But this is their portable propane heater that uses a 1-pound canister. And it also comes with a base to help stabilize the heater and the propane canister. But I've used this type of heater by another no brand. It's much smaller, and here it is. In comparison, you can see how small it is. And I can tell you that these type of heaters, guys, they put out some heat. Now this one is twice the size as the one that I typically use, and let me tell you, it is doing a great job at keeping this tent nice and warm. I've broken down the wood burning stove because I'm preparing to leave in the morning, so that is broken down. I have another heater that is not on right now because this is good for right now until later on tonight, but it is doing an amazing job at keeping the tent nice and warm. The tent is at 70 degrees and it's probably about 30 degrees outside, so it is nice and warm in here. And I would love to use this, you know, throughout the remaining of the night, but again, these 1 pound propane canisters, they go very quickly, so I'll probably get a couple of hours out of this and it is done. But as you can see, the temperature is going up. It is going up. That is how amazing this stove is. So if you guys are interested in this type of stove, I'll leave the link in the description. You can head out over to Amazon, pick you up one. These are amazing for even smaller tents. Now this tent is pretty big. It is well over 200 square feet. Imagine something a little bit more intimate, a little bit smaller. This is all you would need. I promise you, I have done it with this little stove. I have used it and it has kept my tent heated up very well. Again, the only con is you use a 1 pound propane canister and you'll have to switch them out every couple of hours. So that is the only con about these type of stoves. Now the difference between this little stove and that one is, this one is just an automatic switch. This one has a battery to ignite the switch. That is the only difference. You have to put in a battery, and it does come with a battery, and it comes with this huge base. So if you guys can see that, the base is pretty big. It has the Hot Devil logo on it, and it's pretty simple to light. Basically, when you light it, the instructions tell you to do a half a turn. You do a half a turn, and then you just hit the switch. Now sometimes it won't light right away. I have to put in a disclaimer. You just have to turn it up. Oh, there it is. But in any case, if you light it and it doesn't light at the first start, just let it run for about 30 seconds and then hit the switch, and it should light right on up. But look how bright that gets. And that is on high. We're gonna put it on medium. And again, it puts out some heat. So we are at 71.1. And right now I got the door open, so the temperature may fluctuate a little bit, but it's definitely putting out some heat. So I'm gonna run this until later on today, and then or until the canister goes out, and then we will switch over to another heating source. If you guys have any questions regarding this type of stove, let me know. I am very familiar with it. Thank you, Hot Devil, for sponsoring this video. And again, the information to the stove and the link is in the description. All right, so I am making chili beans. Just turn it back on. And I always add mustard in my chili beans. I don't know, it just gives it this taste. And I'm not making a lot, just one serving. And yeah, this should be enough for me. Hopefully it's not too much. And it's a scaled down version of chili beans. I didn't want to bring everything that I typically put in here, but I think I can get away with what I have. So this is just some honey barbecue sauce. Then I add a little mustard. And now I'm going to cook up the meat. I'm gonna fry this burger up because I think I'm gonna have some onions and gravy with some rice. I'm just gonna cook it up anyway, just in case if I don't eat it, I can have it tomorrow when I go home. I just don't want the meat to go bad. Napkin. Where's my napkins?